Hello, marketers. Hope you are doing fine. First of all, thank you so much for giving this love to the marketing soul. Great Marketing Club is growing and we are getting strong with the passionate marketers onboarding every day. And it is amazing to see all this. And very soon we will be going by the invite only membership. So those who have not joined yet, please join. You are going to have the best of the experience in the marketing community ever. Link will be in the description. Please subscribe to the channel to stay tuned to the latest learning from the marketing soul. Join me in welcoming our today's speaker, Vidhya Srinivas, Head Corporate Relation and Placement at IMT Nagpur. An experienced professional with 18 years of experience with demonstrated history of working in the education management and corporates, she has handled 500 plus brands like HUL, Marico, HDFC Bank, Nestle, Coca-Cola for corporate relations. A strategist by Jenner and has been awarded as the best corporate leader of the year for the last 3 years from the renowned bodies, acknowledging her valuable contribution in students placement. She is a trained master practitioner in NLP, a life coach, and a certified hypnotist. A singer, poet, and kids and lover, animal lover, her motto in the life is never say die attitude. With her never say die attitude and infectious energy, heartful welcome to you, Vidyaji, on the hashtag Marketers Lead Talk.
Thank you so much, Sachin. It's an honor and pleasure to that you have invited me, and if I'm of use to anybody, that would make a lot of difference. So, thank you so much once again with all my heart.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much once again for joining us as our community mentor to guide us and lead the community and mentor the young professionals and we all us. Thank you for that also.
Thank you so much.
So let's begin the conversation around what will be your perfect definition to study in the college, what to do, what not to do, how to capitalize, as a marketer student.
So thank you so much for this question. This question always bewildered me, Sachinji, and today's the Zennials that they're called as, they have a lot of data. They get all the kind of data from everywhere, from internet, from their friends, from their peers. But it's a paradox. They really don't know how to translate this data into information, and this overload of information somewhere has really like astrayed these kids, and they've been bewildered. So my few points that I want to give as the guru mantra for them is they need to be clear. The first thing is clarity of where they really want to go. They want to go to medicine, they want to go for engineering, they want to go for journalism, they want to go, so that the world is open for them. So when the world is open for them, the clarity of thought is extremely important and crucial. And if they're not getting this clarity, they must consult the mentors in the industry or the mentors in the academia who can really guide them to get this clarity. Once this clarity is set in, they need to work on the goals. Now these goals are short-lived and long-lived both. So they need to like structure their thoughts in terms of achieving these goals, and then make a move forward. Now, when you talk specifically for marketers or marketing students who really want to make a career in the marketing industry, now again, as I said, this field is very, very extensive, very interesting, very alluring, but a lot of hard work that goes into at the background. So a marketer does not mean that he has to be an extrovert. A marketer needs to think from his mind and needs to be a strategist, right? So the first thing that a student should start looking at is why, when, how, what, where. And there is the answer for all the marketers. So it's very important to decode why a specific ad was made, or why a specific digital marketing campaign was run, or how Instagrammers make business, or how a social media marketing is really doing well. So this question of how it is happening or why it is happening, and then what is the way forward, how they really need to take things forward in this, right? These are the ways of thinking through and making their way out. Specifically for marketers or marketing students, as we call them, they get distracted very fast. So focus is important. sectors that they would want to focus is important. So I'll just quickly run through the sectors. So the main sector where these marketing students make a career is in sales, right? Now, I thoroughly believe, even today, I do sales. If you do not understand the ground zero, you will not be able to strategize. So even today, I do cold callings. Even today, I meet people, I network with them, I understand what the requirements are. And then I give accordingly. I tailor make my product. My products are my students. So it's very important to understand the concepts of sales, to understand the ground zero, to build it up to marketing and become a strategist or become a marketer. So there are careers in sales, there are careers in marketing, branding, advertising. Then the social media marketing is another genre where students, or digital media marketing, where students can really make their careers. Marketing research. So it's the first step to moving up and becoming an analyst. So from marketing research to predictive modeling, to becoming a research analyst, to a business analyst. So these are the ways that they can move ahead. Then there are a lot of business development, pre-sales, so on and so forth. So there are a lot of peripheries around the marketing sector. So a marketing student can get into a finance, banking, selling of HR products. So they can fit into every area. The only thing that they need to be is have to have an open mind, clarity of thought, clarity of goals, and where they really want to see themselves after, say, 10 years down the line. So I think that's my 2 cents on this question.
No, definitely, and I agree on your point that they have a lot of data, but the translation into information is something really missing. No, when students actually land up into the job and when they have to do the real job work which is required. So absolutely.
Absolutely.
So taking the conversation forward, my next question is around when student passed out, right? And I feel proud to mention that the marketing soul community, when I formed, the objective was this only, that 0 to 5 years of experience, the students or the young professionals, those who are into 0 to 5 year zones, of course it do matters to the rest of the good years experience as well, but 0 to 5 years struggles a lot to get a right understanding of how to move ahead and what are the laggings now they have. So the first 5 years are typical formation years, right? So how to
Absolutely.
ensure that fresher get its foundation strong?
So as I clearly mentioned, so when I was growing, when I was young and I was growing, though I'm not very old, I would definitely, even today, I would take out at least 20% of my salary aside for my learning. So learning should never stop. The first and the foremost, whatever you do, whether you're a marketer or you are into finance or wherever, you need to make sure that learning continues. I'll tell you why. The world is changing like you never thought even that it would change. 2 years back, we never thought that we would be talking and interacting over a Zoom call, right? So the world is changing, the world is continuously evolving, and if you need to live with the world, you need to keep learning. That's the first and the foremost mantra. Second is never say no to an opportunity. If you're getting an opportunity, at least try it. You may fail, you may be successful, but never say no to an opportunity. For the at least for the first 5 years, I still do it. I never say no to an opportunity. I always keep my doors open. I never know what can get into my kitty. So first is learning. Second is the opportunity that knocks your door. Third is try and experiment. So suppose you are getting a job of a sales manager. I'm just giving an example. If you're getting a job of sales manager for a specific category, try and explore what are the challenges, where is the weakness, how you can build in your category with full power and strength. Apart from that, also look at different categories and how they're doing. Look at your competition, how they are. Look at the industry. So the more you gather that information. So information is power. Today, you're sitting on a time bomb called information. You use it, the better you use it, the better you build it. So keep an eye on your competitors, what they're doing. Keep building a personal brand right? Build it on LinkedIn, build it on, so social media is a very powerful tool. So LinkedIn and Twitter plays a very important role. So keep hitting it on a small bit every day, and believe you me, that carves your way to success. So your market intelligence plays a very important role in the first 5 formative years of your career.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for this elaborated answer. And I'm sure once the community and the young professionals will listen to this specific answer, they're going to have a good clarity, what actually they are doing wrong or they're not putting their attention into. So thank you so much for this elaborative answer.
Lovely. So I would also put in a suggestion in case they need any help or any guidance. As we are mentors, and we are very proud to support in the marketing soul. We would be more than happy to assist and connect with them, and definitely guide them on the way
Absolutely.
forward.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
Definitely. So taking the conversation forward, my question is around the students' placements. Now, student generally has a notion, no, during their campus placements, no, let's choose the top company only, not trying a startup culture or adopting it. So, what is your advice, or would you recommend the startups, or you would also recommend the top companies placements only? What is your take?
In my entire career, I always give my experience in my entire journey till here to where I have reached. Most of the time, I have worked with startups, startup education institutions, or allied. And believe you me, my growth was much faster to that of my peers. So I because you get that kind of an exposure, you get that kind of an experience. My previous organization where I was working gave me a tremendous freedom to work, and that gave me a lot of confidence, lot of strength. I experimented a lot, and today I have stabilized in a very reputed institution. So I believe, uh, so every individual has their own risk appetite, Sachin. So it depends on what is important to them, maybe the money that is coming in, or the stability that is coming in, or the brand name that is coming in. But I have seen these millennials are very adventurous when it comes to their personal life, and I think they should also have that a little bit of risk appetite when it comes to their career. And believe you me, they can soar the skies of success when it comes to experimenting with startups. And these startups, if you see, have really seen the dawn of the day, right? In not even a decade it has gone by, and they have been amongst top organizations. If you see LinkedIn, they spoke of the top 10 startup brands. There was P Safe, there was P Safe was there, then there was Vedantu that was there. I think a few more, I'm not
You
recalling
know,
the names,
right.
but they have done phenomenal. Yeah,
Mhm.
they've done phenomenal. Yeah.
Right. So I agree. In fact, here and students or the young professional, those who are listening to this and would be seeing the video, please understand that, like, if you are getting an opportunity, have some risk appetite, and you would like to experience the best of the culture or best of the risk-taking atmosphere, or you want to try more, please go by the Vidya's advice. It is going to work for you, and the exposure that you are going to get, it's going to be awesome, amazing. So let's.
Sachin, just one word of caution that I would want to tell. Before you take a team decision for any organization, just look at the financial health of the organization for at least
Yes,
2 years,
true.
right? That's important because
That's right.
that gives you a lot of leeway in understanding how the organization is, a bit of checking them out on mouthshut.com. So because I
Hmm.
know it's very critical for us, for a student or a young marketer to decide on which are the good organizations they may not
True.
be aware of. So a little bit of R&D on these organizations can definitely help.
So basically, check their background before you join a startup, or at least they should have a
Yes.
money to pay you, basically. Right. So let,
Exactly.
let's take the discussions around the skills. So since we are the marketing soul and the community is around this only, so what are the skills that no you would recommend to be a great marketer?
Okay. Oh, that's a very, very valid and an important question. To be a good marketer, you need to be genuine. I don't say honest. That's a very cliched word. You need to be genuine. You need to breathe, eat, sleep your product. You need to have that conviction that this is one of the best that you're offering to the customer around you. And that conviction and that genuinity really speaks volumes about you and the organization. So I feel that's the first. It's not a skill set, but it is a value which drives business.
It is
So
important.
yeah, I said, as I said, genuinity and that that value that you bring to that product. The second is how you look at handling your customers. So you should have great negotiation skills. Networking and negotiation, these are the two mantras that I always talk of. So one is you should have great relationships with your clients or your customers, and you should cherish them. It's not always the gift that you hand over to them that creates a relationship. It is just few good words that makes that relationship strong. So excellent networking skills and excellent negotiation skills, right? So genuinity, networking skills, negotiation skills, and commitment towards delivering your client. That these are the 3 4 things that I feel plays a very critical role for a marketer to survive in this critical stiff-led competition era. So it is not the product that differentiates you, it is the people who differentiate the product. So yes.
The moment that you said the first point, the genuineness, I would like to share a story around it. Last year, I wrote a book, the Making of Great Sales Personality, and the one chapter, and maybe the first chapter is the be genuine only. So, community, please, community members or the young professionals, those who would be watching this, there's a lot of learning I'm sure that you are getting from this video. And the two marketers are suggesting you the very basic thing in your marketing career is to be genuine, right? So whatever you pitch to your client, be very, very genuine, and I'm very sure that you will get the results. So great. Next, taking the conversation forward is around the career transition. Now, this is again becoming a problem actually, which I am looking forward for a solution from your side. uh, Engineering to a marketer, and if I'll take a journey a little back, no, it the problem starts in our school days. We are not been able taught know what actually the we are skilled at or what we are passionate at, or those kind of no exploration does not happen. So is the repercussion that we just join by the science, medical, and like that, and then finally we end up doing a thing which we have not enrolled for a course, right?
Sure.
And feel very proud to share that I am a software engineer by degree, marketeers by choice, and so on. So and there must be many like me. So how to ensure that no one those who is taking a step, it is a winning move. Now, winning move, where I say if they have decided a career towards the marketing part, how they should plan up their career.
Okay. Marketing, is a very universal subject. You Wherever you go, you are selling something. You're selling a process, you're selling yourself, you're selling a product, you're selling an idea, you're selling a currency which doesn't even exist, right? So marketing is a very universal concept. So whether you're an engineer or you're a doctor or you're a car dealer or anybody, you have to work on the fundamentals of marketing and selling, right? So whenever students ask, say one of my students asks, ma'am, I have done biotechnology and I'm taking marketing. So there will be an interview question which will be asked, you coming from biotechnology, why marketing? So today, if you look at the biotechnology industry, they're growing at a very, very fast rate, right? And this industry really needs marketers, right? And somebody who's coming from a technology background, so from the conceptual background. So a biotechnology and a marketer is a great combination. Somebody who's done a BCom and wants to do marketing, right? So he can definitely get into a banking and become a relationship manager, right? He knows the fundamentals of commerce, and then he has his strong roots in marketing too. Somebody who's an engineer, so an engineer can sell cars better than anybody else, right? Because he knows how what gets into making of a car. So
Right.
my point is, marketing is a universal concept, right? So it can never be a challenge for you to translate whatever your technical skills is into creating a support skill or a real business skill for any organization. So
Amazing.
that's my answer to this question.
Amazing, and I'm sure this would give a lot of strength to the young professionals here, listening to your answer, and give a clarity that it is not a problem. It is actually a blessing in disguise that now if they are shifting
Absolutely.
up their career, it is going to have a leaps and bounds in your career trajectory. Lovely. So
Absolutely.
finally, the topic
Absolutely.
that we have chosen for this discussion is a winning career. So what are the Vidya's recommendation for a winning career?
Okay, I follow 5 C's. If you allow me, they I would want to talk about those 5 C's which I have always followed, and I believe those 5 C's plays a very critical role in anybody's life. So these 5 C's are conviction. I think I missed out, so we'll have to start again. So I call it. So you can edit this, right,
Mm-hmm.
Sachin?
I can.
So for me, this success mantras are 5 C's, and I call them crack the code. Crack the code. So I feel if you have these 5 C's in place, you get into any business, you get into any profession, you do whatever, you will be successful. The first one is commitment. The first one is commitment. You have to give your 100% to whatever you do. Second is communication. So I don't say that you need to be good in English, but you need to have great communication. So it's not language that becomes a barrier. It is the communication that becomes a barrier. So you need to have clarity of thought. You need to have great articulation. आप हिंदी में articulate करें, पर there has to be that conviction in place, that clarity in place, and the thought process should be clear. So commitment, communication, collaboration. Today is the day of collaboration. You cannot do anything on your own individually. Today we are collaborating, right? And that is where we are, both of us are growing in some or the other way in this process, right? So collaboration is the say of the day. Fourth is continuous learning, where I mentioned that you have to spend some money uh, from wherever, whichever possible. Do what really intrudes you, something which you're passionate of, right? And keep learning on a regular basis. And last but not the least is a strong character. So I think these 5 elements play a very important role in shaping your careers, and I call them crack the code. This is the mantra for cracking any code or any locks that are unlocked, and you lock that are not being unlocked, and you can use them as a key.
True that, absolutely. Why not? In fact, that should be the way around to be a winning career. Wonderful.
Yes.
So finally, it's a wrap up, and thank you so much, Vidyaji, for being with us today. But before we go, would like to have your thoughts on the marketing soul community, which we are, and you are a community mentor now also. So, what are your thoughts on this initiative?
Well, Sachinji, when you started off, I was a little skeptical, but today, believe you me, I'm extremely excited to the way you are taking this community forward. Your commitment towards the youngsters, your commitment towards marketing, and that is the reason why we are all joining hands together to support your beautiful endeavor that you're taking forward. As I said, I'm extremely excited, and I am ready for all the challenges that you throw on me, and would be more than happy to assist at any given point in time. I wish Marketing Soul a great success, and I hope and wish to see you taking many awards and accolades in the near future.
For sure. Thank you so much for your motivational words. And I will, along with you and the other community members, we will definitely try and work hard to ensure that the community objective and the objective to which the marketing soul has taken a birth is resolving and helping the young professionals and the marketers to its true sense. So thank you so much once again, Vidyaji, being with us today.
Thank you so much, Sachinji. It was an honor and pleasure, as I say. And for me, I eat, breathe, sleep students. So, and these youngsters are my lifeline. I'm selfish. Whenever you're around youngsters, you're always young. So if you need any help, any support, anytime, feel free to get connected, and I'll be more than happy to assist.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.